With the fire off it blaze.
Oh yes, oh yes. Welcome, 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 welcome,
Give
sir.
thanks. On fire, it's a blazing. King Selassie is so amazing. Yes. Yeah, man, I want to say this is yours truly, D.Y.C, and the one and only champion dancehall dub poet, representing. Yes, I.
Oh
Man and John respect
yes,
Mrs.
blessing the airwaves.
I mean,
Well, so
Upful and
sorry.
bright.
Yes, we so apologize for everything. Remember, we called you earlier and it all worked. But you know, technology. No matter what,
Yes.
the show must go on. This is what we
Yes,
do.
technology trying to take away from us.
Oh no, no, no! We're not gonna do that. We're gonna fight the battles.
exactly.
Oh yeah, that's what we do. We fight the battles. How are you doing, sir? What a pleasure.
Yeah, man, I'm giving thanks for life, it's the greatest.
Yes, man. It's so good to speak to you. Um, why don't you tell everybody where you are from, country, all sorts, how it all started, the whole shebang.
Okay, well, D.Y.C.R was born in Devon Pen, St. Mary, and my father's name is Kenneth Chandler, mother's name is Ermin Williams, see it, and you know, I drawn to music about the age of 9, going 10 year. I was sort of listening to rock and roll and all them sort of something there, and
Wow.
you know, some Elvis Presley and some tune like Born Free and all that, and after the Gilbert storm came by, a man gave me 2 books. One is called The Plow and the Pen, and another one is called The Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, which means the one and only translation that was done so divinely well by Edward Fitzgerald in a Victorian era, Victorian times.
Wow.
Now, The Rubaiyat is a book that it has some little redundant rhymes like one thing is certain and the rest is lies. One thing is certain that life flies, a flower that once is blowing forever dies, and some little things like that. You understand?
Oh.
The one that is called The Plow and the Pen that was written in Hungary, it is not a book of poetry within itself. It is a book that is consist of some poems,
Oh.
but those poems, they are so potent, that even though there was written with categorized words that, I wasn't used to, back then, words like a cacophony, exemplar and all that, you understand? I use my dictionary and then, find out what those words really mean, and is
Wow.
as it was just saying that, hey, that you're really here, you understand,
Yes.
interviewing and the Benson show, right? And
A Nubian. Nubian,
and
Nubian, Nubian.
a Nubian, right?
That's it.
On the Benson and Nubian show, right?
Yes.
It's as simple as that, you understand?
Yes.
So, you understand when it was breakdown. So, right there, I realized that much of the songs that I was writing and singing before, I could actually recite them as poetry. You understand? Because remember, in the beginning is a word, and the word take unto itself flesh and dwell among men. And most of who you hear singing and DJing and rapping is really like it's really poetry.
Oh, yes. It is poetry. For sure. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, poetry is powerful. I used to love poetry when I was a young child in school, and I still love poetry now. It's absolutely
Give
fabulous.
thanks.
Yes, I was listening to a lot of your selection of music, and I must commend you on how you flow with your poetry. It's absolutely fantastic. I was wondering, some of them is like couplets. Do you know about couplets with poetry?
No.
Okay, well, couplets is when the endings rhyme. So you got some of your poetry, the ending will rhyme with the, like the sentence, the ending of it will rhyme with,
Okay, okay,
yeah, with
okay. You're
me,
talking about
she,
okay, cool.
yes,
Rhyming the stanzas, the
yes,
different lines.
yes,
Right. Some of my poems is written that way, but as you say, some is not like that because it's
yes.
all depending on the context. You
That's
understand?
it.
So poetry is not just it's not. Some people may think that poetry is just like you're just rhyming, you understand?
Yes.
But it's a sense of sense within the sense of rhyme. It's
Yeah.
not just like you're just rhyming, you understand?
That's right.
Like I come down and I say, the vlis, vlas, of fluss, and the floss of frap, focus. So what is that? What's that,
Yeah.
Can you explain to me? And I say, well, the explanation of that is, like Sylvester the Cat, what's that? You understand? We can get, you understand? Yeah.
That is so funny. And do you have any siblings? Any siblings, or was you just on your own, or?
Yeah, I have sisters and brothers, yes. My mother have 12 of us,
Wow.
different dads, you understand, yeah, man, and things seen. So, yeah, man, she
Wow.
was busy, so the thing set.
Wow. So where do
Yeah,
you
man,
fall
some is still alive and some, die of natural
causes?
death as time go by, them way there, yeah.
Oh,
What was it like for you? Because what was it like? I would want to find out about your childhood, like growing up.
yes.
What was it like for you?
Yeah, it was a rough childhood for me still, because my mother and father, which are two banks in which I came through as living water, and I had to be here because, I'm like the tree of life,
Yes.
and see, but my earthly mother and earthly father here, those two banks,
Yes.
they have their problems, you understand, and the both of them leave the living water, you understand, at some point to perish, you
Yes.
understand, but then you know that the earth itself is my mother, and then the creator of the universe is my father, you
Uh-huh.
understand, so then, you understand, so with that, I am blessed, through it all, my mother and father now, after the separation and daddy take me into St. Catherine to live among his sister and son, and his mom and all them sort of thing. Their mom died, and then her mom, you understand, is my grandma, and then, hunted deer, and then, mistreatment and all them sort of something.
Oh.
But I survive. I'm a survivor, you understand, yeah, man. I
Yeah,
am chosen, protected, and anointed,
that's right.
Yes, so I am, man. So I'm here, and I'm just giving synopsis, and there was another time now when my mother and her husband, which is my stepfather, after I reach back where they are, at a certain age, then maybe about 10 or somewhere there, and then after a few years they can't agree, and then my mother gone to live in a Nottoway, so I had to do farming and so forth and help to take care of the younger sister and so forth, our sisters and brothers and so forth, and all these things, and it's a lot of craziness, and then my mother did send me to live among a woman that is called Grandma at 221 Olympic Way, and there's where I come up with the poem, Delroy, yes, Grandma, because I am Delroy. And the woman said her name is Miss Jesus or some sort of thing like that,
Yes.
Yeah, man. So I don't know when she say Miss Jesus, she must be considering that, whoever comes there, you understand, will have to be going through some sort of a punishment like Jesus. You understand?
Oh my gosh. So it's fair.
Right.
It's fair to say that you had a tough upbringing.
Yeah, man, a rough, tough, hard, and crusty kind of upbringing, but I can't change, where I'm coming from and what happened, I cannot do nothing about yesterday and tomorrow, but I can do something about today, and I surely doing something about today. Fire, sit up, thing. Most I saw amazing, King Selassie.
Oh, and the way that you was brought up, I'm feeling like, like some of the elder generation, it wasn't far away from the slavery time. So I feel like a lot of them have that in them. This is why I feel like, a lot of people did go through a lot of hardship in their younger youths, because
Yeah.
when you think, go ahead.
Yeah, what some of these people do, like the people them that is sort of better off financially,
Uh-huh.
like in the Kingston, now it's kind of different days, and then kids back then were sort of not sort of much more mannerly, and I like them
Mm-hmm.
one, when mad sick head no good and so forth, and you understand we do crazy things and so forth,
It's true.
when youths reach even 2021 first time, even their dad could actually hit them, and they would still be obedient and so on and so
Mm-hmm.
forth, and them sort of thing, that whether it's a girl or boy. If
True.
they dare try that, no, with even a 13, 14-year-old, and you understand, it could be me in a tragic sense, you understand,
True.
because yeah, these now, as we say, mad sick head no go, they understand and things. So, it's a different vibe, but as I said, I am a survivor, seat of
Yes.
these madness in a seat, and I just want to tell all the youths out there in a seat, say, you say right now, it not really matter, you understand, then where you're coming from, because you of yourself, it's not you put yourself in the circumstances or the difficulties, you understand, and things seen, but you can take time and come out of that, you understand,
That's
without
it.
violence or certain kind of negativity.
That's
See,
it.
those say that it will be easy, because it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't easy for me to become recognized and respectful dub poet, because the style of music that I chose, you understand,
Mm-hmm.
when I go to lots of producers and all them sort of thing, they used to say, hey, you sound good and so forth and all that, but them I say, then why you not sing, why you not DJ, why you not Ray J or CJ or some kind of JJ? You understand? You understand? And I
Yes.
say, well, I don't know, but I know I have the gift of God. You understand? When I speak, you understand? I pray to the Most High Jah and ask Him to give I this gift of poetry in my form.
That's it.
I let Him know that the Most High, I see how my life is. You understand? Even though my earthly mom is alive and dad in a seat and family members, they come as if I still don't have any, because if anything seriously happen and I go to check any of them, you understand, it's like there would not be any assistance. See,
Oh,
so I say, Father, may I help you? Yeah, may I ask you to help me and to give me the gift of poetry,
that's it.
that even if I say the least of things, let it ring bells and open doors, and it
That's it.
happened for sure.
Yes.
See it, because I give so many poetry, you understand, that kick down so many doors, and I'm willing to give much more. See it? Yeah, man, so you can see the way I score is just because of the Most High for sure.
That's it. Amen to that.
Listening to you has caused me to be reflective, and you have created a subdued atmosphere in the sense that of you being so real
Yes.
of whatever the tribulations that you have gone through,
That's it.
but yet still continue to do what you're doing now.
Yes.
And you made mention about the books that you read. When did you
Yes.
decided that is poetry you're going to do? Because it must be a time when you say to yourself that I'm not going to DJ, I'm not going to sing. This is what I'm
All
going to
right.
do.
All right, let me answer the questions. All right. I used to go to the sound systems while I was living there in Temple Hall, a sound system that is called Ringo Promotion. It's not one that would go to other person's place to play and all about around the place, but that man is a businessman even now. So I normally have his little set that him play Friday and Saturday and sometime on Sundays, you understand,
Yes.
to entertain his customers. So
Ah.
I would go there and so on and try to help him to straighten up the boxes and so forth and thing. And then I ask him to give me the microphone if, that I could get a version to sing or DJ something and rap and so on. And there are times that him not even answer because he not really have no specific interest in things like those. And there are times when him after him not even answer, and then, you don't even know if it's going to happen or not. But then him put it on and put on the go for the microphone and plug it in and hand it to me and so forth, And I would be there singing and all that. And then some of the ones who want to be singers and want to be DJs, they would come and borrow the microphone from me.
Yeah.
And when they start to sing and DJ and thing, they take time, turn it back at me and give it from one friend to another, So many are called, few are chosen, because many of those who used to do things like those, there's not one of them from that community has not becomes an official or successful artist up till now. And I am like a turtle, you understand, see it, but I chose the slowest part, see it, but even though it's the slowest part, you understand, it come out to be such a shining light because I've chosen protected, anointed, and unstoppable. So my brother, there's where they're singing and so forth, and they used to say to me that people used to say, like, they listen to me, they can't tell if I am running away or leave the rhythm or the rhythm is running away or leave me, but them say I sound good, see it, and everything there. But then I realized that if I'm just talking like I'm talking now to somebody, those people would laugh till tears come out of them eyes and them would hold them belly and, they call me Bully as my pet name. And someone said, Lord, I'm his person. Boy, man, I'm putting you in an easy way, though. Boy, you understand? I think somebody realized that I have a gift by just talking, you understand? So right there, and after just reading the book and so forth and thing, and then there's where I realized, as I said before, that much of what I was singing, you can actually recite it. It's the same thing.
Yes.
Look at this song, they say, in a dream, she's a lady. I don't have the best voice here. In a cry, she's a child. Let the rain fall down upon her. She's a sweet and gentle flower growing wild. Right. That is really a poem, It's not. It's a poem.
Oh, wow.
It's a poem. Just listen to the words.
Yes,
Let the rain
it
fall
rhymed.
down upon her.
Yes.
She's a sweet and gentle flower growing wild. In a cry, she's a lady, and in a dream, she's a child. And something I thought about her slender shoulder. You understand? So it's just, you would have to say the same thing now in poetry. On fire, it's a blazing. This woman is so amazing, yes. In a dream, she's a lady, and in a cry, she's a child. She's a sweet and gentle flower growing wild. Let the rain fall down upon her.
Thank you so much.
And just say it and express yourself.
Thank you so much, D.Y.C.R. You don't have to say such wonderful things to me. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm feeling happy right now.
Give thanks. I'm happy that you're happy. And I'm also happy that we could have done this interview so snappy.
I love it.
And this is an original, this is not a copy, and no one can stop it.
That's right. Amen to that.
But yet still, there's still also a craft to it. Because when you sung the song, that song was also covered by Sanchez.
Yeah.
And you...
A lot of people, man. That song is a song that is
a lot of
covered
people.
by...
Many.
A lot of people,
Many.
Even Richie Stevens,
And
I
Richie
think that did a
Stevens
version.
did,
A lot of people, because that's a classic.
It's a classic
That's
song.
a classic. It's a classic song, real classic, you know.
Yes, but the way how you even did it just now, it's still creative. It's still mind-boggling to the way how you, in a brief synopsis, you just change it and said, this is the way you can do it in another style.
Of course, it's the same words. It's the same words, you know.
Yeah.
It's the same. What it's only the melody that actually put to words, you understand, and each person's personality that makes it to be different, you know, just like each one of us has a different DNA, and some of it may be similar, but similar is not the same. From you hear the word similar, that demonstrates immediately that it's not the same.
No.
And if somebody say the look alike, it simply means that it also demonstrates immediately that it is not it's a look alike.
That's right.
Yeah.
Words are powerful.
Right.
Powerful stuff.
Right, you understand? So, but it's the same words, man.
It's the same words.
See?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. But what happened? So when you realized that you had this talent and you wanted to try, you wanted to do poetry. You mentioned
Okay.
earlier on that
I
you had
used to
some
go to a
complication.
church at the Temple New Testament Church of God. I
Yeah.
used to be, the Christian, because most Jamaican youths, you understand, they did have to go to church at some point in their life. You understand, it's a
Yes.
routine. It's
Yes.
not something where you choose. When you get bigger now, you can decide if you continue or not. You understand, but not all, but most Jamaicans, you understand, whether you may have a male child or female, you understand. Church is a part of the understand the upbringing, like
Yes,
you
yes.
understand. If I even barefoot, you have to go. See it. So anyway, I remember at the Temple New Testament Church of God, after I begin to make up my little poetry, them and so forth and thing, and I remember one night they have a program that is called FTH, you understand, a youth program, and the pastor says that no, before him one night him say, I think that we have so many, there are so many young people in the church, and they should come up with a sort of a program, a youth program, they call it, to say it name yet, FTHN, say, whether you want to sing something, do a skit, do a poem, or dance, whatever it is, and so forth, and then we then express yourself, and and so on. And a lot of people come up and do them thing and so on. And I was sort of going through um my mother did not what you call it then now, didn't register me, right? So I was reading a book that is called Young Civics for New Civics for Young Jamaicans. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know if you're familiar with that book, New Civics for Young Jamaicans. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it was saying in a particular part of it, that if you are not registered, you're considered to be an alien because you're neither a Jamaican, American, African. You're some kind of a con. You understand?
Yes, yes.
Seeing and you understand.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Wait, this don't look good.
Yeah.
You understand? So right there, I used to go down now to anatomy to ask my mom to sign up the declaration to make the clarification that I am her child and the list of kids that she have and the year, month, and the date of their birth and so on. And she would be telling me that she don't remember this and she don't remember that. So I was sort of frustrated and thing. So I remember I was telling a man that was living in the yard. The man is a man that gave me those books, that actually opened up my eyes to see that I am a poet, you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
right. So I begin to say, you know, this is a true story. A very true story about someone that was supposed to come to sign up a declaration to make a certain clarification, but they are wait, me stand up, me sit down. And a princess surplum, but she fi come. A long time she fi come, but she not come. A long time she fi come, but she not come. She say she a come, but she not come. She said she a come, me a look, for she come, but she not come. She said she a come, me a wait, for she come, but she not come. She said she a come, me think say, should have did come, like a long time. She said she a come, me there, wait, me stand up, me sit down. A long time, she fi come, but she not come, she fi come. Mother, my mother, what shades in agony dangle eye. Beyond ropes of nerve, there are cries of pain. If pain is nursed inside, it's pressed under. It's only magnified beer to power. This is only magnified past bearing, and this bring pain to me alone, my mother. A long time, she fi come, but she not come. And the man here, Miss Allen, the man laughing, them laugh till water come out her eye. He say, yes, I must be a comedian. He say, I never hear this on the day. My man, he laugh. So when I go to the church now, one night I pull out that poem. And when I pull out that poem and begin to do it, the man named Pastor Smith, the pastor, in Jamaica, when you have a very bright complexion, or people that say brown are the St.
Yeah,
Elizabeth
yeah,
race,
yeah.
brown man, them claim say he's a red man or, something like that.
Yeah.
And it's, have this eye color way up. And the man laughed till him turn all different kind of color with water come out and eye. The man say, he never hear this again, man. And then him pee again say, me think we should go back up there, go do it, understand? And that is the way, you understand? Trust me, until another night now, the same, same thing now, so me becoming a star now out of my pain and misery now, So one night now, I was asked to recite a poem now and things. So I recite the first poem that I've ever wrote, you understand, one that is called Sentiments. Say, excuse me, lady, but I must tell you that as much as wine has played the infidel and robbed me of my robe of honor, I do wonder why you're so beautiful. You're such a beautiful piece of God's creation. It seems to have been thumped out of a special piece of the potter's clay. You're so filled with admiration, I could not resist the temptation. I had to come to you and make this assertion. You see, I am your admirer. You're a secret admirer, and what I feel for you, it must be love. The feeling as becomes indelible, and as indelible as becomes intolerable, and it is intolerable to bear intolerable. So then, princess, if I displease you, it's your looks of beauty and the serenity that has caused my boldness. You understand?
Wow.
At once in my carrying eyes caught focus sight on you, my art, bear pieces, tore for your love, bear me up my whipped wings until the silent stars rush above with you. The 7 stars bow down to the 7 moons that I bow down before you figuratively. This is my true, genuine intellectual capability of asserting your magnificent, beauteous charm that makes me overwhelmed. If you kiss me, I would be gone in a fantastic world of fantasy. And if you touch me, it's like wicker wobbles, quickens, and golden wires are begun by the clouds and bird songs. And if you hug me up, stars don't so flutter my eyes like a cartoon character. And I'm not lying, I'm really feeling love. There's thousands of roses brings you here this day, and 1,000 more shall scatter us into clay, and some other summer month that shall bring more rose shall take us away. What have we to do, my love? My clay with long drawn oblivion is gone dry. Fill me with that unfamiliar juice of yours, and I know that I will recover by and by. In my house, my love, there is a picture from an old paper pin flat, a derelict watch chain, and another hook of book morning and read. By now, I know for sure what I have glimpsed for. Oh, senseless my life could be by myself alone, and how it could have been for you too. A desolate rolling stone with sadness and brute desire, but my love, even when stars melt into stars and all heavens move, the foaming metal flash and spin and fade, the molten passions lapse, dissolves by themselves alone. I will be loving you still, you know why? You feel the descriptivity of the imaginary within my reality, and I love you, lady. I really do. And all of the girls them start run off of me.
Oh my goodness.
The
What
whole
is
of them
going on?
start run off of me, and the so them start asking me now if I know of a poet whose name is Muta Baruka. And they start to tell me that now that there's this poet whose name is Muta Baruka, and he's a well-known dub poet, and him survive, you understand, from, doing poetry and so on, and they think that I, can become that kind of person to because I have the whatever it takes to do that. You understand? So there's now, and so we start to go to some little shows and them sort of thing there. And I remember Beresford Amman did have some stage show. I didn't even know, so I did film one. It's some late years now, maybe a year ago or so. Somebody told me that he's the one who actually used to keep that somewhere up Stony Hill. He do right, okay, he's living that side. But when we go to Stony Hill, it was at some plaza place he used to play music and have some kind of DJ contest, singing contest, whatever, and so forth, And I remember I get myself there one night, and when I did the same shift come and one year Shans, Beres come and hug me up and said to me, say, you're bad, you're bad, and thing, see it, and yes, so those things did full courage, not encourage, you understand, but full courage. There should not be any ending to courage, you understand, and we don't enjoy, we full joy, I full joy. When I meet joy, I greet joy, I keep and care joy, I don't rear and tear joy because I'd ask, Why should Neri, a peevish boy, break the cup from which he drank in joy, and why should he that drunk from the cup in such pure fancy? In and have to rage destroy. Can't take Rasta man for toy. And fire! It's a blazing.
Man.
For those that are watching on all the platforms, we are speaking to the one and only talented Mr. D.Y.C.R Chandler, and he is a dub poet.
It's a D.Y.C.R Delroy Chandler.
Oh,
D.Y.C.R
D.Y.C.R
Delroy.
Delroy Chandler.
Delroy. Right, because
I don't
Delroy is my
understand
first name.
why.
Right.
I should know that after hearing the songs. Yeah, Delroy.
Delroy, right. So it's D.Y.C.R Delroy Chandler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, correction. And big up all that's on the platforms, everybody in Europe, Jamaica, the UK, everywhere. Big up everybody that is tuned in right now and on the GMPC Live Radio. What an honor and what a joy. We have been gifted tonight with the wonderful poetry. My ears are blessed.
Yeah.
Jaja.
Yeah, but even yeah, it's amazing, and it's the first time I've heard so many intellectual
Oh
words
yes,
that
I love it.
yeah, it's a breath of fresh air, you know? It's a breath of
Yes,
fresh air.
because you read the dictionary. Isn't that right, sir?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm
Imagine
not
that.
saying that I'm a scholar, but
Oh no, but
I'm
come
not
on.
sure if I'm a scholar or if I'm a scholar or a pedant. You understand? But I have a little bit more sense than sensei. You know what a fowl they call sensei?
Yes,
They
of
have a
course.
fowl, right? You understand? So there's this fowl that is called sensei that he doesn't have a lot of feathers. You understand?
Yes.
But when the fowls that are the chickens that is laughing at him and saying that, oh, he has almost not any feather, you understand? And sensei would say, I don't cry for feather, I cry for long life. You understand? Because those the sensei fowl, because how it looks, a lot of people doesn't want to eat it, you know, but those ones that with all those lovely feathers are the ones that get eaten. Yeah.
And you know what? When you have such intellect as yourself, it must be quite difficult to have conversation that with others that don't.
Yes, you're right, you know, because it's not really it's not intellectually stimulating, you know, definitely still, you know, but you know, sometimes you have to tolerate, you understand, and think, you know, and I know they say even the dumb and ignorant, they too have their story, you know. Whether it's well, you can hear me, but imagine the dull and ignorant.
Oh
The story
yes.
must be dull and ignorant, most likely, because it's a even the dull and ignorant, you know. So, because if you were so bright and so smart, you know, then most likely the story would be enlightening, and you understand, and to
Yes.
you understand, you say
Exactly.
Yeah.
certain things, but right.
Yeah.
But if it's dull and ignorant, you understand, most likely it would be a dull and ignorant story. I don't think it will be. You understand, but there is also a story, you know, and you know, each one of us is a teacher and a student in our own way, and we do not know everything, no matter what, you know. So
No, no,
we
no.
still have to be humble. You
That's
understand?
right.
Yeah.
A lot of people must think, oh, who does he think he is?
Mm.
Because you're so intellectual, you know?
So
I love it, though. I love it.
And
Yeah.
I honestly don't think that I'm all that intellectual, you know, but, you know, if you're giving me such thing as a compliment, and I'm just trying to be intelligent and be diligent, you know, and don't drink it like a supplement, you know? Yeah.
yeah, you know, with the craft that you have created, and after you came to people told you about Motor Baruka, you did you feel at that time that Jamaicans would accept you for the craft that you had and the talent and the gift that you have given?
All right. Being a youth, then you know, you neither have doubt really. I don't think I did sort of have doubt or a strong belief then that you'd have taken over the place, you know. You just know that you have something. You
Yes.
know, you just
Yeah.
know that you have there is the, you know, a flame spirit locked up inside of you, you know, that keep on gathering more of itself, you know. It's
Yes.
like you just, you know, do you know from you let me use the fowls again. You know, when a fowl really wants to lay, you understand, it's flying all over the place and it's looking a place to lay. And if it
That's
doesn't
it.
get the place that is of the real comfort, if even in the road, it's gonna lay that egg, but it has to do it. You
Yeah, yeah.
understand? You
True,
know,
true.
so
Yes.
you know, so the flame spirit that is locked up in me, then that was gathering so much of itself, you understand? And you know, I hear some of the dub poets and even at the church one at the time, the Templar New Testament church, you know, and I hear him reciting and so on and thing. And I know in myself, you know, that I could do better. You know, I
Yes.
know that I could do better. And when I hear, and I used to hear some poetry like on the radio, sometimes I would hear maybe a Muta Baruka or so forth every now and then. And then I wonder to myself, you know, see it, and maybe some other poet, why is it that it's not played, you know, the same way like the secular music, you understand? It's all just every now and then, you
Yes.
know? That is the kind of poetry was being played in a sort of sense, like if you have one lover, when I love you to that, you understand, and think, you understand, and it's the kind of love where you could have do without. You
Yes,
understand?
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
You know, just you know, only and poets would be booking only and what you call it, cultural events and so on and so forth and thing, you know, and only sometimes you hear it and then so me I wonder to myself, you know, and then me I say, you know, me have to come with it more, you know, would add something to it, you know. And then through the powers of the Most High, you know, give him all the credits to the King of Kings and the Lords of Lords, you know, to the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. You know, see it, the Most High, Jamia, Most High, you know, see it. Yeah, man, and thing, you know,
Yes.
and me say, uh, you know, me say, well, you know, I just think I need to add something to this thing here to Gungo Road, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
understand?
yeah.
Yes.
And I come up, you know, and say, you know, yes, I listening and I can do it like over here, the other poets and do it because the first poem that I actually record, one that is to be called to be saved, I did it in this style and I said, you got to believe to be saved. I said, you must believe to be saved. And if you don't believe, I said, you can't be saved because you must believe to be saved. Do you believe in God the Father Almighty? Do you believe in Jesus Christ, the Son of God, who was born of the Holy Spirit and of Virgin Mary? You know, another style and so forth and thing, you know, like
Yeah.
with some other poet I can do it. I say, enough man, I talk about say, them want go back to Africa. But then, you know, me not think me find my true self in that, although it sound good.
Yeah, yeah,
But
Yeah.
when
yeah.
time to come up with this thing and say, fire, it's a blazing King Selassie. He's so amazing, yes. Hallelujah. Jah, the God of the inspired expression, send forth his holy one to show his prophets and his servants the things that must short to take place. And he says, behold, is anyone observing the prophecies of this scroll, they shall be called his sons and he shall be their God. Yes, I've come to strengthen the righteous and weaken the wicked, backbiting over there for cancer from Ania Cantaria. And fire for Lucifer the first to see. I see people run from side to side. Also people and say, look, I wonder what take place. And
Yes.
remember, I was on the sound system near Ring of Promotion and a brother that does welding. And I
Mm.
see the man run from down one day and come up breathless and just looking at my face. So I see a Christian lady that is now passed out of life procession whose name is Miss Jean. That lady now go come up there, so and the lady run from down her yard and just looking at my face. So you understand, you man, and people felt it. And I say, yes, this is it. This is it.
Oh yeah.
Yes, man.
How does it feel to be? How did you feel to be the first dub poet to perform at Sting? How did that feel?
Yeah, me feel good, you know, me feel good for no say, you know, see it first the poet really perform a Sting and One of the biggest show back in the days that I've ever really performed on is when I perform at we call it the Rebel Salute back in Brooks
Rebel
Park.
salute.
Brooks
And
Park, yeah.
so many people, you understand, about 96. And when I went up there and did that same poem that that is a poem that actually break me, you understand, out there, you understand, and I did it for Soundproof production, Soundproof label, man, that is called Mr. Milton Moore and thing. And I went
Oh.
up that night, and when I begin to do that, them time I was somewhat shy, so I never really move on stage and so forth, but my words is as sharp as a two-edged sword, well practiced and everything. And when me start to let off that, and when me look, me see the Rastas, them every flag in the air, and the whole thing, and me I say, Gungu, then I mimic them, I go and so the people look like they must
Yeah,
mad at me.
yeah, man. I was there though.
You were there.
Yeah,
Give
man.
thanks for
Yeah,
life.
man.
You
Yeah, man.
understand? And what did happen? Am I in
I,
accordance with what
no,
took place?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. The fire
Yes.
start from down at the back part of the venue, round at Brooks Park. It start from the
Yes.
back part, and that's how it
Before
start.
he come on stage.
No, the
What do you
fire when
mean?
him start, when he
Yeah.
was on
Oh.
When
stage,
I start.
because what happened at Brooks Park, Brooks Park is an open show. So you
Yes.
go with your chair and you
Yeah.
go with your cardboard.
Yeah.
And because you're the new on the scene, you are the first new artist that time. Majority of the
Yes.
cardboard where the people them for sit down pan throughout the night for the show. Them like the cardboard.
Yeah, man, it
Yeah, the
never was
card.
easy
Yeah,
sometimes.
man.
Even me,
Yeah,
as I
man. The
say,
light, man.
I was
Everybody like the
truly
cardboard.
surprised to
Yeah,
see the
man.
reaction.
It start.
Wow.
When
It
I
start
see the
from the
kind of
back, from the back,
reaction,
man.
it
Yeah,
never,
man.
man,
No,
never
Yeah,
normal
man.
to
I've
me at
got
Because
all.
goosebumps. I've
yeah,
got
man.
goosebumps because I feel like I was there.
Yeah, man. 'Cause that time, it was something unusual
That's
to
it.
the ear,
It's different.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was unusual to the ear and that time, at that point in time in Brooks Park.
Yes.
Because Brooks Park was started
And then I
by
was
Tony
young
Rebel.
and filled with
Yes.
zeal, and then you
Yeah,
want
man.
boast, and
Yeah, man.
you understand. So
Very
the fire
brave.
red, you
Yeah,
It
man.
was
understand, it's
very
not
Yeah.
brave of
normal.
you.
And
You,
like it's what you ask the father for, you
You're
understand?
getting it,
Yeah,
yes.
man, it's like it's a David slewing Goliath through me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
but the thing about it, with even the talent, and for those persons who have done poetry, Jamaica has failed, in my opinion, to recognize those persons.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
after they did like Miss Louise Fraser Bennett, Muta Boruka and whatever, the accolade that you receive, it wasn't in Jamaica, if I'm correct.
Um, I've gotten a couple of local awards. I've gotten one 2001 for Best Dub Poet.
Yes.
Like you're going very good, like 2000, they would give it to you the year after, and if you do it 2001, you would get it the year, you understand, after. That's how they do it.
Yes.
So they wanted to give it a year, you understand, to someone else, a motor, and then the music for 30, so they must be Rastafari mad, because you understand,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
see, the man is a dub poet and mash up the whole place.
Yes, I
You
remember that
understand? I
time.
think nobody can touch that.
Yeah.
So somewhere down in Ocherias, them did have that award show, and they gave me that award. I have it looking at it here, 2001. Yeah, for the Middlesex, them call it local award, being best of poet. Say I'm the one that was nominated with Muta and others, and I am the one who have to, you understand? And then in 2004, I also got one that is called an Emmy Award from Richie B. Them. Himself is the
Wow.
first and only poet to get a Emmy Award, you understand, in
Wow.
Jamaica. Them get other awards, but not Emmy. And I also won Best Dub Poet 2004 for the Martins International Award in New York. Was nominated with Mota Baruka, Vija Palmer, and somebody else, you understand? And I became the one, because of the Delroy tune of the whole place,
Yes.
see it in a way. And I win also one that is called the Reggae Soca Award but the same 2003 there in Miami. Yes.
Oh
See it, yeah,
wow.
man. The Charlton people, them that comes from Mandeville, they are the ones that used to keep that
Yeah, yeah,
award
Cecil
there.
Charlton, yeah.
Right,
Yes.
right, And there's another award after that, that I would have gotten that one from the Reggae Soca Award, but this as time did come, I don't remember if it was Ivan, and they do some serious destruction, you understand, and from that the show never keep again, you understand, and thing,
Yeah.
but nobody couldn't touch it, you understand, because one that is called misunderstanding our chat bush,
Yes,
you
yes,
understand,
Yes.
on the
yes.
whole place upside down, you
That's
understand,
right.
both locally and internationally, Yeah. But I give thanks to all those awards and accolades, a few that I have received, you
Yeah.
understand? But because I understand that awards, can be we call it it has the corruption have to do with them things at times, because
Yes, yes,
sometimes
yes, yes.
you're a very
Yes.
clear, it's a politics there at times,
Of
You
course.
understand? Serious politics and politics. Sometimes you're such a clear winner. Clear. You
Yes.
understand? And thing, and they'll take it and give it to them friend. You understand? Some
Yes.
even make them type of something that really worry me. You know what is the greatest award that I have won right through my life? I have won the arts of a people. You
Yes,
That's it.
understand, both
yes.
locally and internationally. That is the greatest award and the greatest reward. They
That's it.
want to hear me to Gungu not only from 1996, but even 2025. Them still so happy that I'm alive. And see it?
That's it.
And that is the right
The
award.
right
That is
award,
the
yeah.
right.
Mhm.
Oh, that's it. That's it. You got the right attitude there, sir. Wow.
The and with you, I'm going to ask you a question. If you're free, if you feel not to answer, that's fine by me. With your siblings, like the sons and the daughters, or whatever, I was listening to you one time, and you made such powerful speech, not even a speech about your life, and with the child, the first child that you had. I don't know.
Well, yes,
I
yes,
don't
yes,
know
yes.
if I don't know if
Is
you.
one child. Yeah, no, I'm not really feel any way about
Yes,
that, you
yes,
understand? Because it's a truth, and it might not be a pleasant truth, but
yes,
nevertheless, it is what it is, you
yes,
understand?
yes,
It's one youth that I know personally, you understand, that I got a woman pregnant, you understand? Me sure about that. If that is not if no, but no suppose, you understand, and thing, and see it. I know that she get rid of it, because she went to England and then she give me some story. I tell me, say, well, some vehicle hit in the back of her vehicle, and she went to end up, never feel right, and end up donkey hospital, or AKA hospital, and they gave her an injection that was intended for someone else, and I asked her, can you prove that? And she said, yes. And she is a lawyer, an international lawyer, QC, a Queen's Counsel. You understand?
Okay.
And work with powerful allies and style, them sort of thing. They're not normal, just any woman the way they like. You understand? No. When I ask her, she can prove that, and she say yes, and so forth and thing. Yeah. And then, after a while, she come back and, come and visit me, and we'll be talking and then so on. And I ask her, say, um, what are we going to do now? Or what are you going to do now as it relates to what happened? The fact that you say that, the picnic end up in an induced labor, them have to take it from her and it leave for a day and all that, you understand, in England there and so on. I never see it, whatever. And so, and you say it can be proven that whatever. Honey, I don't want to talk about it now. Honey, I'm not in the mood. I know that something is funny. What she's calling me, honey. You understand? And she
Oh
Yes.
don't want to
yes.
talk about it. Something like that, you understand? Such pertinent and sensible question. You're supposed to be on fire, mama.
Ah,
Hit cylinder and say, how can a mother's love? I would ask it cease towards a child she bear. Yeah, consider say you can prove something like that
that's
and
it.
support a pick it from the very the flesh of your flesh, knees of your knees, sinews of your sinews, blood of your blood, and it's not he. You understand that is his first child also. You understand? And you are coming to talk about you don't want to talk about it. You're not in the mood for it. You know, see that this woman is being very crude at talk about, so she's not in the mood. She's more than rude.
Oh
True.
yes, for sure.
100%.
It's disrespect, and it I tell you, say, and she do it and I tell lie.
Yes, yes,
Liar, liar, set her soul on fire.
yes.
And that was your only child.
What me know about? Yeah, a couple of them come with a couple of jackets and waistcoats and so on, and want to take me for mascot. You understand? You know, want me to because you have some persons, you know, they don't want to say that they do not have any get any kids or so on and so forth. But I know some did get one. There's a bunch of unfortunately because it happens for true. You understand?
Yeah.
But you have some people, you know, them say it's best to take even a jacket, you know. You understand, you know, even if, you know, a wolf a ball plate about the place, you know, where a wolf a woodpecker one ball plate pick me and all them things there because they don't want to seem odds, you know, and even when they go out, you know, them a look and see the picnic and them a say, boy, that they don't look like a woodpecker picnic, they look like more a ball plate, you know. You're a woodpecker now, boy, you are going, you know, say picnic take off the great ancestor woodpecker, you understand, and support, you understand, about 5 generations of them woodpecker, you understand, and thing. Then the people, every other bird, the monkey, up and parrot, they must say to themselves, the Rastafari, but this is very serious because they can't believe to say that the one day head no red. You understand? So they say if I laugh I dead. Father! Sit up, Blake. Serious.
Boy. Yeah. You have me last for breath. But with all of those things, one thing that I even understand, because following you over the years and listening to your story, you have never ever shown a side of being down. You always remain strong in spite of what you're going through.
Yeah, man, because the most I make I strong. Yeah, man. His Majesty, you know, King Selassie I make I strong.
So
Yeah, man. You know, see, those wannabe, there are many wannabe and many people who want me to become a flapper pass, stopper pass, but I'm not a flapper pass, stopper pass. I know the task and I do the task and I know the cost to be the boss and I pay the cost to be the boss and now I am the boss. So I tell them to watch it out of the way the little funker brass, tell them to get lost. Tell them to go to the track and kiss a racehorse. How can they have a better future if they did not take any lessons from the past? Yeah. If you tell enough of them to go and tell the righteousness, you know, then deny the task. But if on righteousness, you know what, see them a move fast, then in my class. And that me I tell you.
Yeah.
So I feel to myself, the message what you are sending out to people is, don't make nothing bother you. Nothing at all.
No, man, you know, you're a human being still. I know see it and things will, you know, things will bother you at times and so forth, but don't let anything get you down and break your spirit, you understand? Don't make nothing break your stride, you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, man, don't make nothing break your stride, and especially when you know that you understand, the race is not for the swift nor the battle for the strong, you understand? Just put your shoulder to the wheel, you understand, and trust me, you know, be an endurer, you know, see it? Yeah, man, no one said that it is easy, you know, but it can be done. And if it was easy, you would not be considered to be special or considered to be a star. You understand? And certain people would want to break a war to see if you and them could have it par, even a little undercar.
Yeah, man, me like the meds.
I love it. Everything that you say is poetry.
Yeah,
I love it.
I love that.
I love it so much.
I enjoy the chit chat. I hope I don't take up too much of your time because this is really good and it's a breath of fresh air to all the people who are listening across the world. We're having a chit chat with Mr. D.Y.C.R, you know. So big up everybody who is online and logging in and sharing the link also. You know, we're in the music. Have you felt within yourself that the music industry in Jamaica have treated you fair enough then with those accolades that you have received from them?
No, 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 no. As I said, the truth is, the music thing, coming like a lot of people where go market go selling. Although you see them with a smiling face, them heart is like cold as ice.
Yes.
Seeing a whole heap of bad mind business and artists
Yes.
where feel to themselves enough for them who they did a long time and them want for them name to call forever. And you understand them sort of way and them feel saying a new person of supposed to come and reach a certain level, and there are some that would
Yes.
assist you a bit, but they want you to be like some kind of flower tree that is planted in their yard, so they would prune it, you understand, to their
Yeah.
own liking. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I want it get to and grow to its full potential. You understand? Because they want to sort of give the world the impression, you understand, as if they are more anointed and more blessed than everybody else. You
Yes.
understand? See that I don't know if I keep down many, enough of them are any penny. Yes.
Yeah. So
So I mean, I think them give me no because a whole heap of fuddle duddle go on, it's a fuddle duddle negative things, and
yes,
so on and so
yes,
Yes.
forth,
totally, totally.
where we could have gone, you understand, reach greater heights and so forth and them way there, but because I was a very humble person and so forth and them
Yes.
way there, a
Yes.
whole heap, see it, people who wanted to record me, see it when I was like hot through the early 2000s because for 6 years from 2001 to 3, 4, 5 to 2006, when you say D.Y.C.R, it's a name to you understand, there is a name that resonates, you
Yes,
understand,
true, true, true.
yeah, man, no skin teeth about that, you understand, and
Yes.
actually, everybody who is doing producing and them time when iron hot, is the time you beat it, wait until iron sort of cool down, You
True.
understand? You want it, you understand? So, in other words, a lot of people wanted to record me then, who I was among them. I tell you, say, boy, I no voice to this, as somebody and that, they no do not because I'm going to do this and do that and that and that and that. And then after a while, it's for them album, them I do. And when you say to them, say, but the people, I'm asking my one, because from record shops to record shops. People been calling me and asking me, see it, and seldom would say, well, him did it the way I do a long time, You understand? See
Yeah.
it. So in other words, if me no like what I do, I make an album for himself now when I don't really want Ben Snow, You
Yeah,
understand? In other
true.
words, if you don't like it, come bite it. You know the Jamaicans say. Yeah, so you understand, and a whole heap of fuddle, doddle, madness and so forth and all them way then. Great opportunities come my way then, you understand, and thing, but because of humbleness at the time, you understand, just say
Yeah.
you're being loyal. You understand?
Yeah,
I
Yes.
yeah.
pay a serious price, you
For
understand,
being
for that.
loyal. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
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 man,
yeah,
for being
yeah.
loyal. You
Imagine
understand? You
that.
see?
Imagine that.
Yeah, man. And
Mm.
I'm gonna talk about that seriously one day.
You can talk
See it,
about it
and me
now,
know
man.
say feathers are gonna ruffle,
No,
and me
man.
know say man go cut them and roar, and them are going to run to the toilet. But
You
who cares? You
no
understand?
You can
this
talk
Who
you,
about
cares?
you
this.
can talk about it now, man. If you
this
feel a mind, man, go ahead,
yes.
man.
Once you feel the vibe to talk
If you
about
feel
it,
the vibe, man,
you
talk
release
about it,
it,
man.
man. You don't keep it on your chest. How you mean?
Yeah, man. If you feel to talk
Yes,
about it,
yes,
talk
yes,
about it.
Yeah, I could talk about it now, but I think I'm gonna make a video one day, see it and do
Okay.
that, That's how I feel.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Because a lot of times when a lot of artists that I've spoken to has said, boy, really and truly, the business
It's cutthroat.
is a cutthroat thing.
This is cutthroat.
And
Yeah, man. It did that for true. It did that for true. It did that for true. It did that.
mm,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Big time, Yeah, man. It's there.
You
It did
know.
it in a Jamaican parlance, and it's there for those English speaking ones. You understand?
yeah, yeah.
It's there.
So
Yeah, man. It's been happening.
No,
You
and I feel like
understand?
that's
Like
worldwide.
when George would sing the song and say, "It's been happening, tribal
yeah, yeah,
war."
yeah.
It's been happening.
It's
It's
been
been
happening.
happening. That's the
Yeah.
operative word. It's been happening. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
man.
So what you
Yeah,
have
man.
resorted to now is you are the what about like management? You manage everything for yourself musically now?
Well, I do not have a manager or a manager presently, for a couple of years, but what I do is that me handle my little thing right, you understand? Yeah, when me might record and somebody's rhythm and so forth, but me would, post up my thing them on social media, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and, it show me say people love your DY, because people would contact me many times. Me wake up and say, whether Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and wherever, you understand, and say, yeah, what go on, so 1, 2 dub plate from here, 3 dub plate, and, whatever, and so forth, and them way they understand and thing, So we survive, but for a DYCR, it must be much more than just surviving. You
That's
understand?
right.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah,
yeah, man, it's not just surviving. You understand?
yeah.
We're much more better than that. You
That's right.
understand? We're tougher than that. You
That's
understand?
right.
Yeah, man. But what to be must be. See it and they can't stop it. You understand? And thing. See it. No, they can't stop it. I am one of the most I chosen and beloved. See it. I know that. See it. Yeah,
That's
man. Just
right.
like what Sister Kalanji say, appointed, anointed, and ordained. Yeah, man. Because what D.Y.C.R bring to dub poetry, you understand? Yes. D.Y.C.R is that one dub poet that take the art of dub poetry to a different level.
Yes,
I
true,
do.
true.
Me
You
take the
do.
art
Yeah.
of dub poetry to a different
Yeah,
level.
Yeah, for
yeah,
You
sure.
understand? Because I am that poet who book, you understand, for about 6 years on most regular shows
That's
that
right.
other poets have not been booked on.
no.
I am that dub poet who dub plates or poetry just they playing one of my record in any one of the session. Then when you talk about Stone Love, you talk about Kilimanjaro, them every one of them would have want my dub plate them for play at the hottest part of the
Yes,
dance them during
Oh
the
that
yes.
is so
2000s.
true.
You understand? Yes, one at the time, even everywhere Stone Love string up here. Yeah, man, I want to say this is DYC and a Stone Love say a fire. All them sort of thing that we should
Yeah,
have poet. You
yeah.
understand?
That's
See,
right.
and I beg we beg for that. You
No.
understand? See, it is when them look on the people, when you play all one of my thing already ready, you understand? Every other thing would have did get deady. You understand?
Yeah, yeah,
Because my thing just ready.
yeah.
See?
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's true because
Yeah, man.
remember,
See, yeah, man. So we
you
do them sort of thing then about other poets, if you ask them about what D.Y.C.R, has done for the poetry, especially some of those old legend, see, they would come up with phony metaphor,
Yes.
and them sort of, but it's their a fair way than Waller and Phil to say fake things in phony metaphor.
and
But I leave them to their mock ecstasy. I step out of the beer hall for a time to clear thoughts and beyond. And I will never hobble my free mind to plod an idiot serve around. I'd rather eat and drink and take my measures from the stars. I shall not give in to fuddle duddle. You
yeah,
That's
understand?
right.
Because I know this, a lot of them, they do not have a raw soul. You
yeah,
understand?
yeah.
RAWSOUL. You
Mm,
understand? You understand? We're talking about a pure soul. You
mm.
hear about when the Bible says and the people sing the song, say, bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. And RAWSOUL, raw soul.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
understand? We're not
yeah,
talking about the one that sounds alike.
yeah,
You
yeah,
understand?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I say this poem is not for the dirty minded, nor the corruptible, nor those with short sight among you. For they will say that this poem is derogatory, which means dirty, but it's not. The form of expression here chosen by me has commended itself a mind skillfully trained and attuned. I am here to touch your soul, your raw souls. What have you in your souls today? Have you love in your raw souls today? Have you joy in your raw souls today? Have you happiness in your raw souls today? Or are you just have a hypocrisy in your souls today? And that's still the thing they call a snake that hide itself within the grass, in your raw souls today. Need some love in your raw souls today, Pastor Beer. What have you in your souls today? I listen to the whispering of the night, its passion, its soft tender voice. Music came and slow wings and pierced my heart. I am here with a world of thought with charming schools of expression, and I'm here to touch all the ones that are listening right now on the different social medias. I am here to touch their raw souls, and I hope they got love in their souls today.
Boy, man,
Oh
boy,
wow,
powerful.
very very
That is the
powerful.
thing, because you came along that time when you had like the Muta Barukas and the Yasu Safaras and stuff at that time. And to be honest, enough respect goes out to them. But at that time, when you came on the scene, you revolutionized it to the era now, like how you would have this trap beat reggae that you have now. And
Yes.
that what you have created and cemented your place in
Without a
history
doubt.
without
But
a
the
doubt.
hypocrites, if you go to them and say that, you hear them,
Yeah. For no,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mumble jumble. We don't want to hear no mumble jumble.
no, because it's that for the people them who don't understand the history of the music and where it is coming from. You
yes,
understand what
sir.
I mean? Because that is why on certain musical conversation, I can't hold certain conversation with certain people. Because if you don't know the history and the root of it, I'm not going to hold it with you if I'm telling you something and then I would have to be explaining myself or convincing you to believe what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You
Yeah,
understand?
because them not do them homework, them
No,
musical homework,
them not do
because
Yes.
it.
even Cartel that gets so well big and so recognized. I remember I was on a show in the early 2000s down somewhere in a club there in Ocherias.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Cartel was supposed to come and perform on that show, and I heard the name Vibe Cartel, and me just never know who. Because when me become successful, I mean, me name a call and all about the place. Cartel never really the boss. I know about 2000, about three, some about there,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He mean really take off.
Yeah.
You understand? When my country do and I say I'm Ray cutting a two, half of me, half of you. I think of that tune there, Yeah, I think of that
Yeah.
tune there. Make him start get that.
Yeah.
And I remember there was also a show down at Frontier Beach in St. Elizabeth. That show was kept by them people who used to sell car and Mountain View. They call themselves what PG Express, Richie
Yeah,
Parchment,
PG,
and
yeah, PG Express,
right.
yeah.
All right, and them used to keep some show down Frontier
Yeah,
Beach
they,
a year
yeah.
time.
A lot of
And
promotion and sponsors
right,
they
and on a
used to do.
normal show,
Yeah.
people like you talk about like as a farmer stinging at one rights.
Yes,
You say
yes,
people
yes.
to go road ram. Yeah, and me have many newspapers that can show you say where D.Y.C.R do with all them show there. And I tell you, say Wayne Marshall, Richie Stevens, and Wayne Marshall, even Cartel and them man there, did have to forward up and do what them a do and come off. Or Richie Stevens come up and sing a pot of gold and, get a little response and so forth. See it? But the Mashre say when time D.Y.C.R come up, you understand, and said, Delroy, them said the forward, no, the excitement
Yes.
from the crowd could be compared to the Safira volcano that erupt in Montserrat. Can we have the newspaper them
Yeah,
here?
man,
And
it's
that
true,
one,
it's
so
true.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
man,
know,
I
see, yeah,
remember, man. It's
man.
true, man. It's true, man. I've been following you from
And I
that time,
remember
man.
one of them
True.
time Bling Dog did have a show
Yeah.
somewhere down in Portland. And when I step up and draw that the tune about Delroy, I asked them man the whole place, man. So D.Y.C.R have done them sort of thing there, because we up on stage already all of Brooks Park. And when time we me did Muta Baruka was what you call it?
The host, the host, the
MC.
host, the MC.
Right. Right,
Yeah.
and I remember who did call me up if it's gentleman or so. And when me step up there and all that, me see him just a fear mouth, I just a fear what me eye, just a look
Yeah,
so,
man.
and just a look so, you understand, and think, yeah, man,
I
them
think
thing, man, D.Y.C are not kin teeth and
no,
plastic, man.
it's
Me
true,
deal with
man.
them drastic, real bombastic.
Yeah, man. It's the same time in those time when you used to have like Jesse Royal walk out with the crocus bag of weed and all those things. If my
No,
name,
not Jesse
not
Royal,
Jesse Royal. What his
not
name?
Jesse Royal.
What's his name?
Uh,
This
what's his
Rasta
name?
guy.
And it's
Um,
Jesse Royal is the Sing
the
J where we
Sing
have
J
there.
one. Yeah, yeah. The, what's his
I'm
name, man?
trying to to remember his name. His name fly down my mouth and gone
because
again.
that
Yeah,
is
man. But I know
yeah,
Jesse
yeah,
Gender.
just a
Jesse
gender.
Gender.
Yeah, just a gender.
Yeah, Jesse
Just a
Gender.
gender. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Jesse
Yeah,
Gender.
man. Yeah,
Yes.
man. So
Mm-hmm.
it's from them time that when you even look, I recognize that your name is in the history, and that is why I support Sizzler on his mission for that museum in Augustown. Because
Yeah.
there must be a museum where all these things are documented. Because what I
Yeah.
realize, and even to just change the topic a little bit in regarding
Yeah.
to how artists has become involved in the political scene in Jamaica, and yet still the politicians are the ones who are failing to give us the real the
Recognition.
recognition
Yeah.
of the music
Yeah,
and
that we deserve. Yeah.
the
True.
influence that the music has on the country.
Yes.
Because there's
Yes, yes,
no
yes.
prime minister that have led Jamaica is as popular as Bob Marley.
None.
None.
Put the whole of them together. Put all
None.
of them together. Them
None.
still not as popular as a Bob Marley. It's true.
None. And yet still the
Or has reggae.
our
Or as
reggae.
Bob Marley, or has
Our
reggae, the
reggae.
music of
Yeah.
itself.
No
Yes.
prime minister.
Or as the
But
genre.
but
Yeah,
how many
genre, you
years?
understand? Yeah.
How many years where people have been asking for Bob Marley to become a national hero or him on a money
Mhm.
and stuff like that? And where dub poetry is concerned, where they have their motor barukas, you are the one who came along and changed the whole industry for the younger generation to know that poetry can put on rhythms.
That's right.
Yeah, well, poetry was being put on
Yeah,
rhythm
before
before,
them,
but
before in your
um,
No,
style,
but in
yeah, but
in the modern,
it
in
never
your
really
style.
appeal
yes,
to them
to
that
the
way. You
yeah,
understand it? You
yeah,
know, yeah, it's something about the voice and the
and the
vibe,
vibe
and you
and
know,
the
see it, and the
different way,
anointing.
and
You know,
yes,
see it, and
yes,
it step in within a time.
you are the one
It
who
had to
changed
work,
it.
you know, man. It had to work.
Yeah,
You understand? Because Jah is in the vessel.
yes. So all those things should be documented.
For sure.
It is being documented, you know, but they fuddle duddle them. They understand the one
Yeah.
them where is the gatekeepers.
Yeah,
The one
exactly.
them where no matter how right you are, you understand they want to wrong you. You understand? You understand they don't like those kind of thing because them are going like say them things say Selassie I only give one set of people. You understand? His blessing. You understand where Anna say go. You understand? His
True.
Majesty chose he want to choose whoever he wants to choose. And ninth he wants to anoint, you understand? And thing.
Yeah,
You know,
Yes.
man.
see it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
so yeah, man. So make them stay there because one thing I know if I step out of life for session today, I know that there's a lot of people, you understand, like the I, and many more people, you know, see that can testify to this fact that D.Y.C.R has revolutionized dub poetry. You
Yeah,
understand, the
That's
true.
only
right.
dub
Without a
poet, the
doubt.
only one to be booked out both in Jamaica on regular shows up till now,
Yes.
and the only one, you understand, whether them 45 or the dub plate would have played in the hottest part
Part.
of
Yeah, true.
any dance.
True.
You
True.
understand? And mash up the place, not
True,
just
man.
play.
True.
That's it.
True. And that is, you see, this is why, like with this, I always like now in my emotions with how the system has created and how the gatekeepers are holding the gate with the music and with the artists and how the 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 foundation of it. Because there's a lot of people who you will hear they don't actually sing a song, right? But they produce a song or they are the backbone of what is going on. Like with you now, right? Who should be honored and recognized as one part of the music. It's just like now, you're in a category by yourself.
Literally.
Without a doubt, very unique.
Literally
People like
very
teach them.
unique.
Yes.
Yeah, people like teach them.
Yes.
People like
Yes.
singing melody, which is my friend.
Yes.
And many people, both locally and international, say you're a very unique artist.
It is.
Yes, very unique.
So you are a
You
unique
are.
That's
artist. The
right.
You are.
One
style
of a
that you have,
kind.
You are.
even though you call it dub poetry, it is so good that it sounds like you're a DJ or something. Say
Yes.
something else.
Yes.
Here's a
Yeah.
cut above the rest, man.
Yes. Of
Something is
course.
there that is you're unique.
Yes.
That's
It is.
right.
And I that is I feel hurt about it.
No, it's true because why is it we always have
I
to wait till
hurt.
death? We don't want to wait till that. We want to acknowledge now. You
To
know, why
yeah
does it have to
yeah.
wait until somebody,
It's so wrong. It's
no.
so wrong. And
No, you put so much and you dedicate so much to, your craft. And it's
Yes,
passion.
but
You're
I'm
very
not dying
passionate.
anytime soon, though.
Oh
no
no,
no
no,
no.
I'm not saying that. I do not. I rebuke.
I understand. Yeah, I understand
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
That
We
most
have
of the
to.
legends, is after
It's
they've
true.
gone through life
Yeah.
procession. You're there. They come up to talk for a moment or
Yes,
Yes.
two
Yeah.
of their greatness and their
yeah.
contribution and
We
all
don't
these
want
things. I
that
understand you.
Yeah.
You
acknowledgement.
understand? But
Yes,
I am 56 and I'm still pretty strong. You understand? See it, and my voice, is more mature, and I have so much more by the powers of the Most
that's
High,
right.
that with His will, you understand,
Mm.
that, will let His will in me to do this, you understand, and thing, so make them stay the fight, you understand, and do what them I do, but them can't stop this.
No
That's
no
right.
no
You
no
just
no.
can't.
I don't know. I want to make sure that I put this in wherein let the people know that we're having a interview or a chit chat with Mr. D.Y.C.R. Where can the people them reach you and what are the projects that you're working on now?
All right. People can contact me and Instagram, D.Y.C.R Delroy Chandler. D.Y.C.R Delroy Chandler on Instagram. D.Y.C.R Delroy Chandler and Facebook. D.Y.C.R same way, and what you call it, TikTok, you know. Yes. Yeah, man. And you can check me out on YouTube, D.Y.C.R. Right? Yeah, man. And I have this new tune now and the two times rhythm that people really love. You understand? This tune, the two-time rhythm that is called Melt Them. So everyone can go and check it out. And the YouTube, you understand, it's on YouTube. It is called Melt Them and the Two-Time Rhythm. Melt Them, D.Y.C.R. Melt Them and the Two-Time Rhythm. Yes, because um too many child molestations and all them sort of thing there, and
Oh,
too many
too much.
women, you understand, is being unalive, you understand, and
Yes,
I don't want to hear the children cry, and I don't want the mothers die, because the children are the future
that's
and the
it.
women are the mothers of creation.
That's it.
You understand? Yeah, man. Seeing so we just have to just know, say, see it. We have to steadfast and thing, see it, and
Mm.
stand up in the light, see it of the ever living Jah. So ones and ones can check out D.Y.C.R Delroy Chandler on Facebook, D.Y.C.R Delroy Chandler on Facebook, D.Y.C.R Delroy Chandler and Instagram, and D.Y.C.R Delroy Chandler and TikTok. And for those that really wants to, and you can check me out on YouTube the same way, D.Y.C.R there. And for the people that would love to get in touch with D.Y.C.R for a show, if you want a number to call me straight, you understand, yes, the number is 375 9965. 375 9965. So, and of course, you have a 876 as the area code,
Uh huh.
whether it's locally or international, whoever calling from. 876 area code. 876 area code. Numbers are 375 9965. 375 9965.
Lovely.
I love that, and boy, it's a pleasure,
It
It's a
really
pleasure,
is.
and me not lie, it's like the one thing what me love about this whole thing is your honesty and your openness
Yes.
about and the tribulations that you have been going through at that point in time in the past.
Yes.
So
And you don't
it's
dwell on it,
yes,
which
it's
is
encouraging
yes, it
for
is.
those persons who
Are
are
also going
listening.
through something,
Yes, and going through something
and they
that
know to themselves that can
yeah,
get through
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
possible to get through it and remain positive,
What a
and
pleasure,
things
man.
will happen for you.
What a pleasure, man. What a pleasure. What a pleasure. What a
Is it
pleasure.
fair to say, Mr. Mr. D.Y.C.R Chandler, is it fair to say that you part of the GMPC family?
The GMPC family, what is that?
That is our radio station, sir.
Okay, oh yeah. I'm getting a little old, so you understand, the fact that I'm getting a little old, you understand, and then it just pop up in my head that the other day. That is the reason why, it slipped me, and then I have to be asking this question. I'm a little embarrassed, but anyway, yes, I am. It's
That's
not a bad
fine.
thing to be a part of this family.
No.
This don't sound
Oh,
like a rambly. This is family,
Yeah.
not
that's right.
brambly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So by next week, by next week when I perceive or something like this.
GMPC Live!
Next week when I perceive,
Naturally,
I'm supposed to hear a fire.
naturally.
Don't
yes,
it? I'm supposed
yes.
to hear they are fire then,
That's right.
Yeah, man,
What a
naturally, I'm
pleasure.
full and bright, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
man, boy. Man, not lie to you. Big up to all the people them who have been sharing the show from night, the whole of London. Big up on yourself. 630 boy. The amount, man, I'm gonna go through that
There's
part of
so
it.
many.
Cause
There's
too
so
much
many
name
people
for call,
that
You know?
that have been listening, and you've been making them laugh, and
What you
they're
mean?
giving their
Yeah,
love
man.
and respect to you, and yeah, there's too much to read. To be
7 minutes to the hours at 3 in London town now.
fair, AM.
So we started a little bit late, but now watch that and sorry for the little mishaps. But Mr. Chandler, the platform is officially yours.
Oh yes.
Give thanks.
So
Give thanks.
anytime you want to chit chat, all you have to do, just link me and say Benson, I'm ready again. You understand
Full
what I
and
mean?
bright.
And even sometimes what we're gonna do same way. Anytime you feel free like that video that you're gonna make
Oh yes.
and you want for us to do it,
Repost it.
because the next time also we also have a YouTube channel and the persons on the YouTube
Yes.
can also watch it. So make sure that you send it to me and we'll post
Yeah,
it
man,
on
I
the channel.
definitely will. I will.
Yeah,
I will
man.
send you the melt them
Yeah, man.
as we step off the thing here. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. Yeah, man. It's
So I want to
a pleasure.
say thanks very much to all my fans, both locally and internationally, that has been really supporting D.Y.C.R, for all these years, because there's no me without you. You understand? No matter what, because we can't do it by ourselves. You
That's
understand? No
right.
matter what kind of a voice you have or what kind of skill and so forth and them way there, people still have to, you understand, because if you're gonna do a album, then say people, somebody gonna play the drum, someone gonna play the keyboard, and you have to give everybody them due and the hard work and everything.
That's
You
right.
understand? And
Yep.
who help with the promotion and everything. You can't just get up and say, me, I just me do this and I me do that. Them
No.
say,
Right.
take off back the guitar for it since as you alone. You understand? Take off the lead, the bass since as you alone, man. Take off the piano
Yeah.
since as you alone, man. Take off the conga drum, man. Because you sound like you drink, you have not been drinking rum, but you're still a tumble down. You understand? I don't know. So yeah, man. So give thanks to everyone. See it, enough love and respect to you all. And for the youths in the younger generation, just know that life is not a walk across a green field with a smile on your face, but you can get it just like Jimmy Cliff said. If you really want, you just gotta try and try.
That's
You
right.
understand? And you can get it somewhere there. I'm not gonna tell you about no succeed because me no want to no go. You understand? Go think the wrong thing and you
True.
understand? Because the only seed I think about is like Guinea and you understand, light and so forth and them sort of thing there, see. I don't even like the name nuts, but anyway, like ifs and buts.
What a pleasure. What a pleasure. What a
Really
pleasure.
was a pleasure. Thank you so much for taking the time out
Yeah, man.
and
No
speaking
Yeah,
respect.
to
man.
us.
Thank you very much for having me, and enough love and enough respect in every aspect. And I do hope that we can do it again.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Come on
It's
now.
you, whenever you're ready.
We
Yeah,
are
man.
here.
I
We
hear
are
you.
here, ready and
We'll make
waiting.
the time for you,
All right, cool. Give thanks.
Manners and respect.
Fire! It's a blazing, yes.
Oh,
All the while she was in front of them, they didn't realize my name depict my true personality and character. What's my name? D.Y.C.R. And me are telling us, say, every ghetto youth is a star, no matter where you are. And fire, Dinah. Being man and Bounty Killer never did see her. Sizzler and Capleton never did see her, but D.Y.C.R. who see her? D.Y.C.R. not Ibamar. And me and her apart in a nice undercar, we must reach far. And a blur, I was born as a star, Dinah. Yesterday I see I look fine, but today I look even finer. You're shiner than the utensil that may come from China, Dinah. Give thanks unto Jah, the true art to take the true designer, Dinah. I love how your body designer. When you walk and you move your body line, I feel something move in my spine. Me wonder if you name the true Chichiwina, Dinah. And fire, it's a blazing, enough love and enough respect. Upful and bright.
I love it.
Manners,
Get
man.
done.
Give
Yeah,
thanks, man.
Manners,
Give thanks.
Manners.
Have a
Boy.
good evening.
Yes, man. You too, and have a good rest of the year, and both of you and everybody who's listening, see it and a good next year and good, you understand, and even better, you understand.
Yes,
Be
you
hopeful
too.
and bright. Saying,
You
give thanks,
too.
blessing,
Hopeful and bright.
Blessings.
one love to you all.
One
Hopeful
love.
and bright.
GMPC Live.
All my days, enough respect. To the
Wow.
star, D.Y.C.